You gotta have a weighted friend at all times. It's just, you have to have it.
Two blueberries, I've done them for you. They're in the bag. Take your back there, my darling. Thank you. Have a good day.
Five-minute wine review at 5 PM on Fridays. Here we are, Morte Felice. Fantastic. Fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. Well, here we are. Look at this fucking setting we're in. Stamford, is it? Yeah, Stamford, Lincolnshire, I think, or Lincolnshire. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. We've got some natty wines here. We're not here to pronounce anything properly. This first one we're going to try is a Chenin Blanc, Les Grandes HERMINES from Lyon, France. Lyon. It's definitely not from Lyon. It's from Lyon. How do you say that? L-O-I-R-E.
I think it's like Lyon.
Oh well. We're going with the natty wines here at Morte Felice. We're big on that. We're thinking, okay, we want to drink all day long and wake up the next day and do it again. The natural wines, that's what it does. But I'll give you a pour. Tell me what your flavouring, profiling is with this one. We're serving this at room temperature, mainly because, one, the lady was super stubborn in the shop. Didn't want to give it to us chilled. But that's okay. Let's give it a go. It's lovely actually. We drank this like 20 minutes ago, but now it's developed a bit. It's got that apricotness to it.
It's like had a lot of like citrus before.
Yeah.
Now
That's settled down.
It's settled down a lot.
Yeah. That's more like strong apricot vibes.
Still buttery.
Still buttery, like Chablis vibes. I'm really happy with that actually. If that was chilled, man. And by the way, you can decant a white wine, by the way. If you want to get that chilled and decant that and let that sit out and spin it around a bit like all day long, that's gonna fucking open it up. What we try and do here at Morte Felice is we try and imagine what these wines do for us, right? So here, look, this does take me back to actually one of my favourite wine bars in Melbourne, sitting down, the sun's sort of setting, we're outside, we've got some friends around, and that's the first wine that hits the table and everyone's swelling, takes the first sip, we look at each other and go, yeah, we're fucking on here tonight, like we're on.
I'm gonna back you in.
That's what we want to order with some friends straight away to kick the night off, I reckon. Let's get into the Dorst, or the Thirst. Tell us about that one, Caleb.
It's a South African wine from Stellenbosch, from a winemaker called Thirst, and it's a grape that we haven't tried before 20 minutes ago, which is the Cinsault.
Or Cinsault, I don't know. My South African accent's fucking terrible. Look at that, Jesus, fuck, full pour.
It's a nice ruby colour.
It is a lovely ruby colour. Look at that. It smells like it smells like a typical Gamay. It's got that muskiness. It's got that earthy tones.
I feel like it was very minerally before. It's still there, but I think it's kind of like molded together. Vanilla started to come out a lot more.
If you're gonna drink a Pinot that's like really light on, and then you're like, oh, I need something a bit more heavier, like it's maybe getting into fucking autumn, it's cooling off and you need something to warm you up a little bit, but you don't want to jump into a Cab Sav or something a bit heavier. That's going to hit it all day. You may be on your balcony reading a book in the late afternoon and you just need something to fucking just tickle the throat a bit. That's nice. It's going to give you the Pinot elements. Yeah, with a bit of spice in the back end. Fucking happy with it, mate.
Bit of fruit before. I feel like it's all kind of like come together as a bit of a...
Just like Morte Felice. It just fucking comes together. So So we've decided on what our favourite wines are, as you can tell. Caleb's gone with the Durst. Ich habe Durst for those Germans out there. I've gone with the Chenin Blanc. Mainly based on that, I want this chilled. I'm gonna go back to that lady and I'm gonna fucking get into it because that needs to be chilled a little bit. Whoa.
Great wine selection.
Yeah.
She's
No, she did
knowledgeable.
well.
She's very good
look,
skeleton wines.
if you're listening, lady, you were a lovely lady. I understand you're under a bit of pressure from the boss or whatever studies you're doing.
But a bit stubborn.
Bit stubborn. But Chenin Blanc, great suggestion.
And the Cinsault, first impression, very nice. Fruity, like fruit on the front when we first opened it, and then mineral.
Put her on her back and put it in her ass. Sorry, the bottles are empty. We're talking differently now. But, we've got some big plans coming up. But next fucking week, we could be in some little village in fucking France somewhere. We could be in the front of the Eiffel Tower. We could be in Brussels, or we can be in Cleux for those Germans, the Cleux. Or we can be fucking in Copenhagen for those Danish people. Copenhagen, see that? I know it. I know this shit. We'll keep you posted next week. Friday, 5 at 5. Morte Felice. Here we go once again. Hold on a minute. There's actually a bit of a sediment in the bottle.
A bit of sedimenty.
Look at that.
Sedimentary.
Love to see it.